Mistake with the Alpha, Chapter 46. Samantha's point of view. I woke up feeling quite funny. I didn't know where I was. I looked around, but none of the places were recognizable, but the place was extremely beautiful. When did I get here? I asked myself. But I didn't get any answer. Crystals? I called. Don't call me.
I'm as surprised as you are, she said.
I know she's telling the truth because we have the same feelings. I tried to remember what happened last. I remember running. I remember Jalen coming to me. I remember myself getting naked with Jalen. I remember getting into the water. I remember one shocking thing. My heat came. Crystal, we went into heat. How's that possible, when we don't even have a mate yet? Asked her. Well, I'm as confused as you are, she replied. Everything about me is just upside down. I began to think if it wasn't Jalen that came to me yesterday, would I just lay with a random man? I just don't know what I did to the moon goddess that she made my life so complicated. Don't blame people just because you don't have an explanation to what is happening to you, Crystal scolded me. But she's the one that has answers to everything, I replied. You can't be sure. There's a supreme one, Sam. The moon goddess is just a little one to him, she said to me. Not that I don't know this, but she's the one in charge of the werewolves.
She should know about what is happening to me.
I smiled when I remembered how I spent the whole night with Jalen. He was right beside me telling me how much he loves it. Then I remember that Jalen has a mate to go to. No matter how he wants me, he still has a mate that will surely be more relevant than I am. She'll surely be the people's Luna. Well, I'm not envying her post. What I envy is Jalen's attention that she'll soon have permanently. One thing I know is that the person who brought us here is Jalen, and whoa, this place is nice, Crystal said, cutting me off my sad mood. I nodded my head in acknowledgement. I then decided to stay out of the bed and see for myself what's more in this house. As I stepped down, my leg ached. I felt sore in between my legs, and I know that's the aftermath of our night of crazy lovemaking. I really enjoyed it. It was like I'm in heaven. I didn't know what I was doing. I just enjoyed myself. The pain didn't bother me since I know I'll soon heal. I got down and moved to the bathroom first. I then saw cleaning things. I didn't even bother to know who it was since I know how Jalen likes his things. I used them to freshen up. It was after I did that I remembered that I left my clothes behind the tree, and I didn't bring another. I couldn't move out of the room like this. I'm so naked and all red with hickeys. Looking at the room, I saw a wardrobe and I ran to it to see if I could see something to cover up. When I opened it, I was welcomed by the most sweet scent I've ever smelled. Jalen. I wonder how he smells so delicious to me. His smell gives me a lot. Peace, protection, love, and many more. I think this is Jalen's personal house, I said to Crystal.
Yes.
Since this place smells of him so much, you are very right, she replied. This confirmation made me happy. Jalen brought me to his house. I'm at Jalen's place. I'm so happy about it. I took one of his shirts and wore it. I had thought I was big, but the shirt proved me wrong. Jalen's t-shirt was large, and that shirt that looks so fitted and good on him showed that he is a big man. I borrowed it. I smiled and smelt that sweet scent. I then went outside to see what was going on. Stepping out of the room, it was like I came to the site to see. The place was immaculate and beautiful. Whoa! I couldn't help but to exclaim. I didn't know where I was heading to because of the large place, but I kept going. The paintings on the walls were so fascinating. Finally, she decided to wake up, I heard someone say, and it's not Jalen's. It was then I realized I've landed in the living room. I then looked at the person who spoke. It was the Gemma, and he's not the only one. He also had a lichen with him. It's none else but Dre. I wondered what I was doing here. Hi, I said to them shyly. I looked down at the t-shirt I wore that was mid my thigh, and I looked at them. I was so ashamed of myself, and I know they will have a bad impression of me for sleeping with another woman's man. I didn't like this feeling, but I don't regret doing anything. I might feel guilty, but I love it. Hey Sam, Dre said, as if he was so glad to see me. I wonder what the guy is up to. He's been following me all around. Sam, Ethan called. Gemma, I bowed. Hey, don't be like that. We are friends, Ethan said, smiling. I gave him a stiff smile. I then wondered where Jalen was. I moved closer to Ethan and sat down, making sure I'm not exposing anything. Please, where's Jay? I whispered to his ears. I can hear you, Dre said playfully. I looked at him and smiled shyly. He has an appointment to see with Alvin, Ethan replied. And here are some of your things, he said, giving me a bag. I looked at the bag, and it doesn't in any way look like mine. Jalen was the one who told me to bring this to you. Your phone is also in there, she explained. Oh, I said with a smile. How thoughtful of Jalen to bring me things. I don't know what is inside, but I sure know they're clothes. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications to stay up to date with new videos uploaded. Also, check out our next video in the series.